Hello, welcome to today's Marketing Corner. I'm Sean White, CEO and owner of Whiteboard Marketing. Thank you for joining us. Today, we're going to be talking about managing and sustaining a review strategy for your practice. Obviously, get something out of the way. Everybody looks at reviews, right? No matter what, before they make a decision on a product or a service, they're looking at reviews. So definitely important to have those out there. There's lots of percentages and studies that prove just that. So keep that in mind. You're doing good things when you're looking for reviews. Besides having good things said about you online or whatnot, there's also benefits with generating reviews. They serve as a key ranking factor during Google search, right? So Google is definitely looking for consistent reviews about your practice to help let people know, their experiences from others as well. And it helps patients gain trust and confidence in your practice. For example, this is a scenario where someone referred me to Central Ohio Periodontics. Okay, so I went to my Google page, I typed in Central Ohio Periodontics, Dr. Sakamoto and his group, and up pops information about that practice. One of the first things I see here is a 5.0 rating at 423 Google reviews. That's pretty impressive when I'm looking at that. So right away, I'm having a good feeling about the referral that was given to me. Before, in the old days, they would just call, but now they're looking for reviews, they're looking for other things, doing some more research. You'll see here on the knowledge panel that shows up that Google is actually also aggregating reviews from other locations. So it's important that you diversify where you leave reviews too. Definitely Google is important, but also Facebook, HealthGrades, allreviewsites.com, all different types. So you can see they've aggregated those to make sure that you to kind of confirm with us that it is important to leave reviews in other areas other than Google. So definitely a good idea to obviously continue that practice. Review trends. Google favors businesses that respond to reviews. So if they take the time to leave you a review, take the time to respond just to say thank you. Whether it's 1 star, a big paragraph, kind of respond accordingly. Either way, it creates signals, conversations, helps retain patients, helps with referrals as well. So definitely try to take time to respond to every single review, not only positive, but negative. We'll talk about that in a minute. Clients with more reviews are moving up in the Google Local 3-pack. So again, this is another ranking factor that we mentioned. So again, I typed in Perio Blacklick, Ohio. Up pops my results on the search engine results page. You'll see again, Central Ohio Periodontics with their 423 Google reviews, the very first one to show up in the Google Local 3-pack. So they definitely are looking at that as a ranking factor, again, just to solidify that point. Don't incentivize, as a quick tip, actual patients to leave you positive Google reviews that could really backfire on you. Before it wasn't such a big deal, but they've been cracking down on that. So how would they know that? Well, if you give them a $5 Starbucks gift card to leave you a positive review, and I went in and I said, hey, thank you very much for the Starbucks gift card. I love your practice. Enjoy it every time I come in. If that actually is found by Google in their monitoring systems, they will take all your positive reviews away, and it's going to be very tough to get them back. So make sure you're not incentivizing for specific positive reviews on Google. This is great. I really love this. Obviously, during COVID, it wasn't a good time to ask for reviews. Most of you were shut down. People didn't know what was going on, all that kind of stuff. But now that you are basically, adapting and adopting COVID protocols, you've gone through a lot of trouble. And if I'm a prospective patient, if I've moved in from out of town, or if I'm just looking for a new dentist because I don't feel safe at mine, and I'm going around looking for reviews, this is what I'm looking for, right? This is what makes it worth it, so why you do it. All the COVID-19 safeguards in place, fast and thorough experience. This one's great, care and carefulness. I've had a long surgical procedure. I don't like going to the dentist. I was greeted at the curbside, taken inside, masked, where my temperature was taken, asked me questions, washed my hands, maybe rinse and gargle with a special liquid. Wow, this place has really adopted the protocols. I feel very safe and comfortable. So those are the reasons why. And it's about how you ask for those reviews. Tell us how you think we did regarding the COVID protocols. Your feedback means a lot to us. And then you get these types of responses. Definitely valuable for you. Plenty of opportunities to ask for reviews. How do I get reviews? You have to consider the options and then diversify them as time goes on. definitely verbal requests always helps. So if you look your patient in the eye, whether it's the hygienist, the front desk person, the doctor, say, listen, you're going to be getting an email or a text from us in a couple hours asking for a review. It really means a lot to us that you leave us one. Would you mind leaving us one? And if they look in the eye and say, yeah, I'll leave you one, then your chances are going to go up significantly. But you got to put that in as your standard protocol to ask for that verbal request, right? Get everyone on board for that. Your reviews will skyrocket. Paper. You might have a segment of your demographic, your patient base, maybe a little older, not real comfortable with laptops and cell phones and text messages, but they have great things to say about you. Give them a pad of paper with already kind of designed out with the star rating and the notes. They click on 5 stars or check 5 stars, write you some notes. You can enter that information into your website to keep dynamic reviews going on for you. Signage and buttons. Very easy to order up buttons for you and the staff. Hey, your reviews mean a lot to our practice, right? So it's just planting the seed. You're sitting down in the chair, you read that button, and that registers in my mind so that when I get that text or email, I'm more apt to leave you a review. Team involvement. This is a big one here. If you get your whole team behind it, potentially offer them an incentive, right? In the morning huddle, say, hey, how many reviews are we going to get this month? Let's set a goal. Let's set 30. Great. If we get 30 reviews, we're going to have a pizza party. Whatever incentive it might be. It could be cash incentive, could be food, whatever works for the personality of your practice. If you continue to do that, your reviews will skyrocket as well. Think about 30 reviews a month, right? Consistently. That's 360 reviews a year. That's a really good number. Google loves it. Your prospects will love it. You'll love it. Obviously, a lot of you have a patient communication system, a Solution Reach, Lighthouse, Demand Force, Revenue Well, all those. They have those functions where you can text folks for reviews, you can email folks for reviews. Make sure you go in there and manipulate that language, diversify where they're asking for the reviews, just so it's not always going to the microsite where they're not really found. Either way, engage in that. Talk to your marketing partner about how you can best utilize that function. So negative reviews, what do we do? They're inevitable, right? You're not going to be able to please everybody. There's that few and far between negative review that comes across, and we have to handle it, right? So, but it's important that you do. And too many negative reviews will scare prospective patients away. There's no question about it. But you want to listen to them. So if you have a trend of negative reviews that are coming in, listen to reasons why and what changes you might need to make in your infrastructure, to obviously get those turned around into positive reviews. Also, too many negative reviews is less likely that your practice is going to show up in the search opportunities that I showed you before. So keep an eye on those. Make sure that you're managing your reputation appropriately. So how do you do that? We want you to monitor reviews from all the sites that are everywhere, right? I could go out and leave you a negative review that you might not ever see, but a bunch of other prospective patients could see. So you want to monitor those to make sure you're managing your reputation appropriately. As I mentioned, we want you to respond to every review, even if it's only a 1 star or a negative review. But these negative reviews, you want to respond promptly and professionally, right? The customer is always right in some cases, not always, but when it comes to reviews, it's about the prospects, how they see how you handle this negative review. Were you professional about it? Were you not professional about it? Do you have other positive reviews that are surrounding that negative review? Because a lot of times, if that's the case, that actually will help your practice, right? Because they can read right through those negative reviews. So that's definitely important. I always say that they're looking for the reviews. Make it easy for them to find, right? Add a reviews page to your website. Put the reviews, positive reviews on your Facebook timeline. People spend time there as well. Include a recent review on your email signature. As you correspond with your patients and prospects and they're learning about you, again, they're going to be looking for reviews. Put a static review on the bottom of your signature just so it kind of registers them, so maybe they'll look for more. In summary, every transaction, if you have 1,000 patients that flow through your practice every year, that should be 1,000 opportunities that you ask for a review. Make it simple: text, email, paper. Don't make it difficult for them to leave you a review. Diversify where they go. Google reviews are definitely important, but not everybody's a Googler, right? Some people spend a lot more time on Facebook, have reviews there. Some people a little bit more technical, they might want to look at health grades, so leave them there. Monitor, make sure you're monitoring reputation where all reviews are left. Respond accordingly, consistently. Respond to positive reviews in batches, negative reviews promptly and professionally. Distribute and promote. Once you get these reviews, put them on your website. Put them on your Facebook page, put them on your Twitter handle, wherever you can distribute those, because people are looking for it. Make it easy for them to find it. And commit to your plan. Once you create your strategy, commit to your plan so that you can see those 30 reviews a month coming in consistently. As always, we have multiple marketing services and resources on our website, whiteboard-mktg.com. Just click on there. You'll find quite a few. We'll try to change those up for you and get you some more valuable sources. And pleasure speaking with you today. Looking forward to the next Marketing Corner, and thank you for your time.